ॐ यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः। सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यः मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः. We'll read from 27th of 13th chapter. You can repeat after me. समं सर्वेषु भूतेषु तिष्ठन्तं परमेश्वरं विनश्यत्स्व विनश्यन्तं यः पश्यति स पश्यति समं पश्यन् हि सर्वत्र समवस्थितमीश्वरं न हि नस्त्यात्मनात्मानं ततो याति परां गतिं प्रकृत्येव च कर्माणि क्रियमाणानि सर्वशः यः पश्यति तथात्मानं अकर्तारं स पश्यति यदा भूतपृथग्भावम् एकस्तमनुपश्यति ततएव च विस्तारं ब्रह्म सम्पद्यते तदा अनादित्वात् निर्गुणत्वात् परमात्मायमव्ययः शरीरस्थोऽपि कौन्तेय न कोरति न लिप्यते यथा सर्वगतं सौक्ष्म्यात् आकाशं नोपलिप्यते सर्वत्रावस्थितो देहे तथात्मानोपलिप्यते यथा प्रकाशयत्येकः कृत्स्नं लोकमिमं रविः क्षेत्रं क्षेत्री तथा कृत्स्नं प्रकाशयति भारत क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञयोरेवम् अन्तरं ज्ञानचक्षुषा भूतप्रकृतिमोक्षं च ये विदुर्यान्ति ते परम् ॐ तत्सत् श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञ विभागयोगो नाम त्रयोदशाध्यायः. So 13th chapter is finishing and these last few verses are concluding ones. Since the chapter is Kshetra and Kshetrajna, means the self and not self in a simplistic way. So the last few verses will be concluding with the knowledge connected to self and anything that is not self. So here it is written Kshetrajna and Kshetra, Prakriti and Purusha. So let's look at this 30 onwards, the meaning yada. The yada means when. Bhuta pruthak bhavam. Pruthak bhavam bhutam. You see, bhuta means that which is existing. Look at the beings on this planet. And beings are also there in other location in the universe, right? So pruthak. Interestingly, all living beings are totally different. That means you don't see two things being the same. If two things are the same, then it's the same species, like plant. You don't say, let's say one hibiscus, same colors, same thing, everything same. Do you think they're two different things? No. It's only the same plant, same category, same species. So also, in universe we say, kind of pruthak, they are all different. Ekastam anupashyati. Towards conclusion, Krishna says, a person who wakes up, or the awakening has started, there are two levels. Awakening to self, and then more and more coming back to self, and third level is significantly abiding in that self, and last will be completely abiding in the self. Okay. So here he says the one who abides in that self. So what happens to the things that are not self? I'll explain what it is. The things that are not self, what happens to them? And there are so many. Look at the plants. They are living beings. Insects. Then you see even the cellular ones. Unicellular or multicellular organisms. So many are there. Even animals. Exalted beings. Pruthak. Different. So how does this person see them? Since the person sees only self, not self is also converted to self. So there is only self, which we'll see elaborately. So this is called Ekam Eva Advitiyam Brahma. Brahma only. Tat Tada Tata Eva Cha Vistaram Brahma Sampadyate Tada. Sampadyate means he attains. Tada means at that time. He attains Brahma. And Tata Eva Cha Vistaram, the whole universe is the Vistara, means it has spread. The truth has, or the self has spread. Spread means it has become, apparently has become the whole universe in this form, but happens to be this self. And how is that self? Anadi, beginningless. Then Nirguna, attribute free. Tvat Paramatma, that self is Paramatma. And Paramatma means Ishvara. Then Abhyaha, which doesn't change. Where is that self? Which you say Ishvara, God. Where is that self? Is here only. Sarirastopi, Sarirasta is residing in or being present in this body. Konteya, O Konteya, na karoti, na lipyate. And this person is no more doing anything. Karoti, na lipyate, is not afflicted. So there are two things. Karoti means he basically, with this wisdom, the person is liberated from the identification with kartutva or being the doer. So no more This person is a doer, and na lipyate means does not enjoy anything. Beautiful this is. The whole life, the suffering, going up and down, no more happens. He is not a karta, he is not a bhukta. And then the next verse is Yatha Sarvagatam Sokshmat. Here Lord Krishna gives an example of Akasa. Look at the sky. Sky, Sokshmat, it is subtle. There is no physicality of sky. Physically you don't touch sky. So Sokshma, it is subtle that we see sky. Then Sarvagatam, it is so vast, isn't it? Seems to be, to our knowledge, what is very close to this limitless reality, infinite, to see, to perceive. Nearest one is the sky. So vast. We don't see the end of it. Nor upalipyate. So many things are happening in the sky. Sky is not polluted. Sky is not affected. We see the earth being polluted. We say, oh, we have to rescue earth. We have to rescue the rivers, water from pollution. We have to rescue so many things. Even the ocean also. Oil spill, so many things are happening. We have to take care of our environment. Does anybody say we have to rescue the sky? No, Pulipyate. Nothing happens. You see the lightning in the sky, next moment the sky is as it is. Or in a, think in this way, space. Space, also same thing. So many things are happening in this space. Space is not affected by it. Tented. Sarvatra avastita dehe. So also the self which is there, in all beings, nothing happens to that self. Then next verse is Yatha prakasayati ekaha krishnam lokam imam ravihi. Then okay, we see there are two things which are conveyed here. One is the existence. Existence through this example of space or sky. I'll summarize the whole thing. One is, when you are looking at the self, we have to see these two things. One is existence. The second one is illumination. Chit. Sat and Chit. Then we will see how Ananda works. So, Chit means illumination. Again, here Krishna gives the example of Surya. Today, Sankranti day, Dakshinayana, and our last example of this 13th chapter is Surya. Ravihi. And how many Ravis are there? How many suns are there for us? Ekaha. Imam. Lokam. Imam Ravihi. Ekaha means one. One Surya for us, this planet, is illumining everything. Lokam Imam. This whole earth, Loka. Sun rises, we see everything bright. Then Kshetram Kshetri Tatha Krishnam Prakasayati Bharata. Surya illumines everything. So what's the connection with the self? He says, now if you see Surya illumines, go one step ahead. It is self that illumines everything. So Surya illumines the whole thing, whole loka. Everything Surya. Who illumines Surya? That is self. So who is the higher one? Higher principle. It is self. Prakasayati Bharata. And what does self illumine? Kshetra and Kshetri. So Kshetra, uh, Kshetra means the Prakriti, whatever, all there or around. Kshetri also. Kshetri is the one who resides in the Kshetra. Right? So that self which is reflected here. And then last verse is 34. Kshetra kshetragyoho antaram jnana chakshusa bhuta prakriti moksham cha e viduryanti te param. So see this very significant jnana chakshu. We have got physical eyes. Through physical eyes we see everything. So eyes are very significant because to have jnanam, to have knowledge, we have to have eyes. So also we have to have jnana chakshu. These eyes, they give objective knowledge. Then we need jnana chakshu, which will allow us to see ourselves, not the physical eyes. Physical eyes sees everything, but everything around, everything other than myself. To see self, which eyes do I need? I need jnana chakshu. And jnana chakshu always you see in case of deities, third eye. Here, third eye is shown. There is nothing to see through the third eye, but it is the third eye is the jnanam eye. Jnana means it is knowledge. So now one person has to bring knowledge, and through that knowledge only a person can see things. What should one see through this jnanam eye, knowledge eye? The difference between kshetra and kshetrajna. Okay. The previous verse, the kshetram and kshetri, tatha krishna prakasati bharata. In that, when you see prakasati means illumines. Who illumines? Kshetri only. Kshetri means the Atma illumines. Kshetri there is Atma. Illumines Krishna means the entire kshetram. So there are only two things, kshetra and kshetri. Kshetra and kshetrajna, both are same. Means same in the same. Kshetri and kshetrajna are the same one. So here he says, one who sees the difference between kshetra and kshetrajna and is free from bhuta prakriti, moksha, liberated from the prakriti, nature or attributes of bhuta, te viduryanti te param. Those people are finally liberated. So let's discuss about these verses. Now you can see everything is coming back to kshetra and kshetrajna. Let's discuss. And then self and other than self. Now when you look at our life in today's context, self has taken a back seat. Self, right? And whatever is not self, that is in the forefront, taking over. But then, throughout our living, what are we crying for? Crying for me, me, me. Means I. So look at the irony. Everyone seems to be very self-centered. Me. My comfort, my time, my life. And as if I don't want, why would I bother about others? I have to look after myself, me. And I give priority to myself. And then anything connected to me, that gets the priority. Like my house, my family, my daughter, my son, my children, my husband, wife. Look at this mind. And then even at times you can see even those things are also eliminated if they are not suitable to me. So who comes to the center? Me only. I will let go anything that disturbs me. So me, I have to look after myself. I have to pay lots of attention to myself. And that's the reason I see if I am well acknowledged. See, look at this life, entire life. What are we doing? I need to be acknowledged. I need to be praised. I need to be validated. I need to be highlighted. So there where we come. I need to be highlighted. I need to be given importance. And if I see, look at this, while living, now I know these are the things that are strengthening me. Importance, value, my esteem. That is retaining my sanity. Everybody knows that. But what do? We continuously look at the people around. People around, and then what? And we try to derive that importance through others. How much husband give importance to you, wife, children, and that determines your importance. How much they are praising you, that determines how worthy you are, how worthy you are. How much they are validating your activities, that determines how significant you are. How much they are giving, they are attending to your need. That's called attention. That means you seem to be existing. The more you receive attention, more you are prominent. Right? And these things are not happening. When they are not happening, so people are, how are they looking after themselves? I need to kind of be relaxed. Yes, I have lost my center. I have lost my center. I have lost my stability. I need to regain my strength. So what do people do? Every now and then there is a serious need to run away from everything. Go away and spend some time. Holiday, weekend, something. Strengthen yourself. What should you do? Just relax. Feel good. And you will see there will be need for people more and more to run away from people only. Go to a quiet place. Seashore, river, move away from society. Beach, ideal. Sea, river, they are all good anyway. My point is not to dismiss them. Nature is always wonderful. But if a person is running away, then in that place the person should contemplate. And then should, as I discussed this thing, value, importance, recognition, then strength should be regained. So that is there. Now come back. Even though we are highlighting, I need to strengthen myself. I need to feel important. But is it happening? It's not happening. And interesting thing is, as we keep growing in age, think about when you just project yourself 70, 80 when you reach. If life continues. 85, let's say. Now all that I have mentioned, what happens to them? That seems to be disappearing. Who gives importance? Who values you? Who highlight, like you see the person who is sick, old person sitting, lying down, How many people, honestly, it's not to bring anybody down, no. Just see the reality. It looks like recognition, all these things seems to be disappearing. Attention also, how many people attend? They are busy, others are busy. So attention also is fading away. Value, prominence, visibility. Gradually visibility also disappears. Does it mean that, oh, so self is like this only? As we grow in age, the self also grows old and loses the glory, loses its visibility. No. Here, the purpose of studying Shastra is, look at this, the self that we are identifying is a confused self. Everybody, when they say I, that I is not the self. We can use the word I hereafter. What is, by the way, what is self? The self that we are talking about, obviously is not I. I say I. When I say I mean self. But what sort of self? The self, so far I am thinking, is not the self that is discussed here. This self is different. Then that's the reason everybody is looking for that true self. True self. But looking at a wrong place. Through people. Look at this. You know, the things that will give this importance, existence, and then value, prominence, most valuable thing, most important thing. You cannot achieve it. You can't gain through something. It is already, its status is already. The existence is, the existence of self is the highest one. Highest in the sense, nobody can bring it down. Most prominent. If the self is most prominent, nobody can settle with anything less. Don't have to work to gain it. Prominence. Then you want to be highlighted, the self is always in its own glory. Glorified self. Nobody, nothing can take away the glory of self. So why to work towards attaining glory? It's already there. Like Surya. Look at Surya, so bright. You want to be very bright? Bright means I am so bright. You want to be recognized? Can anybody miss Surya, sun? Even if they don't look at the sun, everybody is looking at the sun ray. Look at the light, brightness. Everybody is functioning in that brightness. So Surya does not have to work for brightness, and nobody has to work for brightness. And Surya sustains everything. Self sustains everything. Now Surya is there, activities take place. Self is there, everything is happening. Everything is happening. So self is not worthless, hopeless, useless, or it's not a kind of, now with age, poor self also is becoming weak. Surya is never weak. So also self is never weak. So the strength does not diminish. It is strong. If this is the situation, where is that self, by the way? Here Sarirastopi, it is here. It is here, then the question is, inside this body, where is that self? If it is a physical thing, then you look where it is placed, as if it is implanted somewhere in the body. No. Where exactly is the self? In the eyes? In the mind? This thing? No. Self is not a physical thing that will have some dimension, length, breadth, width, and placement. Placement also in space. So look at this. If if it is not existing in space, so you can't find the placement in space, in this body. So if that is not the case, where is self? The question is wrong. Where is self? Where is self doesn't exist. Then does it mean that self doesn't exist in space? No, space exists in space. Space exists in self. So how is that self? Today I will not get too much into it. Just you feel. When you are sitting, you don't have to, do you have to repeat I to be I? Let's say I am not well. That I. Do you have to repeat I to feel yourself? No. How do you feel yourself? The self. Do you need to refer to body to feel yourself? No. When you are sleeping, you don't think about your body. When you are reading a book, you are so much enjoying that moment. You don't think, oh, you are sitting and reading the book. How do you feel when you are engrossed in some beautiful writing? You are in that zone, space of enjoyment. You are enjoying you and that topic and that content is so enjoyable. You are one with the enjoyment. At that moment, is there anything that you are aware of? Your body? That you are wearing specs to read? Do you that time think that you are reading a spec? You are reading through your specs? No. Where you are sitting, you don't even see. You are one with that enjoyment. Who is enjoying that piece of writing? You. The self. And that self who is enjoying, how is present? How is that present? Even though that is not present through the body. The hand is not reading, leg is not reading. Self is not just the eyes are reading, so self is in the eye. No. You can read in your own mind. Bring back and then be in that enjoyment. So, self, when you say self, it is your being. You know that feeling that within you, that I am there, I am. Your being is the self. Your being is the self. Now all that we are working in throughout our life is well-being of being. That's it. Well-being. Well-being of my being. That being, let's say, that being of me at this moment seems to be expressing through this body. I feel my being through this body. But my being is not restricted to this body. Even the body goes away, my being will continue. Right? So same way, my being seems to be functioning through this mind. Right? So here the point, Kshetra and Kshetrajna is that being is Kshetrajna. And everything else is Kshetra. Means my body is Kshetra. That's not myself. Even though I say this is my body is not me. So body is not self. So it is just available for me to express, to manifest. Vistaram. Myself, self is exhibiting, manifesting, expressing through these things. The body is there, mind is there, intellect is there, and then my karma also. When I say my karma, it is not the karma of self. It's not the karma of self that is unfolding. Whose karma is unfolding? Again, not self. That's called aham in Sanskrit. What we are actually repeating, I, that I am like this. That's not your self. That's a false self. The I am undergoing this prarabdha. That is not self. So the whole purpose of study is, look at this. This is ideal for meditation. To do this practice, this is very, very important in our day-to-day life and also in this life. Take it very seriously. Just see the irony. We are giving so much of importance to things that don't really matter, don't count. Don't count. Like, let's say, entire life you are working for what? A big house? Or some investment property? It matters. Like I'm busy working for that. Does it really count? You may say, yes, people will see me as a rich person. I feel good. People don't say the people, others will think. Everybody says, no, that makes me feel good. Why? Because I want to be seen. I want to be seen as a rich person in others' eyes. Right? So just think about it. As I said, the self, I want to be seen, that self which needs to be seen is not actually the self. Right? It's not actually the self. It's like my mask. I put a mask on my face. The mask is not my face. Remove the mask, then only you will see your face. So also this, what I am working so much to like put layers and layers on the mask. Imagine I'm putting layers and layers on the mask. The mask is not me. See, it's a waste of time. You may say, oh, so I should not be doing anything. No. Point is, you work towards that mask because you need to put on that mask, and some prarabdha is connected to that mask, so you will work towards that. But then at one stage you have to see that all that you want in your life is all centered on the self, not on the mask. It's like, just think about, just simplest example. See, you want to fill up the bucket. Let's say we have got 2 buckets. I have got 2 buckets in my 2 hands. One bucket does not have the base, right? The other bucket has got the base. And what is my need? My need is to see a full bucket. Full bucket. So which bucket should I choose? Tell me.
The base.
Yeah. The full bucket only. So this is very interesting. You may say, I need to fill up because I need to see a full bucket. Now see this point. Now which bucket should we fill up? Which bucket should we fill up? Between these two. My left hand is bottomless, baseless. Right hand is, let's say, it has got a base, but is already filled. Which has got a base is already filled. Now which one should I fill up? Obviously, our attention goes towards the bucket which is empty, because entire life I am thinking I have to work to fill up my bucket. It's like I have to fill up my heart. My heart seems to be getting drained out. My heart is not full. Heart is full means I am not satisfied. I am not satisfied. I have to fill up. I have to keep working to fill up. Now which one will come to my notice? The bucket which is empty. I need to fill it up. But what I failed to notice is that this bucket does not have a base. This bucket does not have a base. So what am I doing? Entire life I am pouring water into the bucket which does not have a base. So what will happen? The water gets drained out. Water gets drained out. So also think about our life. This is so important. Now from childhood I am pouring water. I have to work hard so that I get A plus. A plus. Then only I feel my bucket is full. I want to see my bucket full. What happens? I got A plus. I became the doc of the school, let's say. Successfully I graduated. Temporarily, few days, my buckets looked like a full bucket. Because when everybody congratulated me. How? Everybody, not the whole world. Only few people. Congratulated me. Oh, my bucket is full. After 2 days, when I woke up in the morning, how do you feel? Oh, my bucket is again emptied. Oh, now I have to work, get into university to fill up my bucket. Keep working hard, fill up. I got into, then next day onwards, the moment I joined university, what am I doing? Oh, I have to fill up my bucket. Again, bucket is emptied. I have to keep filling up. Working so hard. Then, one fine day, let's say I did very well in the exam. Seems to be full. The next few days, again it is emptied. Drained out. Oh, no, I have to get into some branch, then only my bucket will be full. Any professional line, I got into. When I entered, the day I got, my bucket is full. Next day, that is your starting of the career. There you have to work hard, so emptied. Again it's emptied. So called that medicine, the day you join, bucket is full. Following day, bucket is empty because you have to work hard. Keep working hard. Oh, so the day you graduate, bucket seems to be full. Then following day you realize placement matters. Placement, if you don't get in Auckland, again bucket is empty. Then you work hard, no, how to get into Auckland. Bucket is empty. So my bucket is empty. Then you say after few days of you got the placement. Let's say desired place. Bucket is full. Next day you realize, oh no, just simple one graduate, medical graduate, simple medical graduate, bucket is empty. Because you come across in that setup, when you work, you come across all specialist. Trust me. The moment you always work with specialist, trust me, your bucket is empty. You don't have to, nobody has to tell you. You will feel you are empty. Your status is again down. Then continuously working with this specialist, you think, no, I have to do some specialization. Master degree. So when you get into one master degree, then again you will realize in that also your bucket is empty because you are not too much doing well. Supposed to be doing. Again empty. If you want one specialization, you see you come across another specialized area. That area like neurosurgeon. You look at it, oh, they seems to be better than me. Then you are empty. Bucket is empty. So don't worry. Your bucket is permanently going to be empty like this. Then in between what people do to divert the topic, change. Let me get married now. Because marriage is something everybody will congratulate me. Let's forget all this bucket empty. I want to feel good. Now, fix marriage. Everybody will say, oh, congratulations, marriage is happening. Very good. Everybody is happy. Temporarily. Got it? The day you get married, following day you will discover your bucket is empty. Trust me. It's not instantly it is emptied. as you keep, oh, it's so interesting. As you start living with that person, in few days time, once the euphoria is over, there's a mehendi in the heart. Clean. By the time your mehendi is clear from your hand, your marriage new look is gone. There's a new look. Is gone. Bucket is empty. And gradually you can see, now bucket is empty, then you have got another victim. There's a, this scapegoat. The person you married, trust me, the person you married, you will find this is the cause of my empty bucket. For the other man will say, I was fine somehow because I was working day and night for my job, career, other things. So I didn't too much focus on my empty bucket. And now my job is going well, Now I am available to think, analyze why I am feeling a bit low. Here is the person, scapegoat. My wife. Since I got married, this lady only has awakened me to my emptiness. I was fine. You are not fine. You are occupied. Only studying, working hard. Now you have got time to think why you are empty. Then children will come. They have made you further empty. So you see, you have a reason to blame someone. So we say here, look at this. Come back to the point. Example. One day, please spend some time, just see, the bucket that you are trying to fill up can never be filled up. That's the aham. Look at the self. The Shastra only exposes you. This self. That's my reality. That is already full. I don't have to work. So I don't have to work. Does it mean that now hereafter I become good for nothing? Like self. I just sit down. Sit down, do nothing, no. Now see this life. Life is hereafter. You see this full self, full bucket, and you see the empty bucket. I don't try to fill up this bucket. My prarabdha, I have to do certain things. I keep doing. I will keep pouring water to that bottomless self, bottomless bucket. I will keep pouring. But I don't have any more such intention to fill it up. I see full bucket, but I keep drawing water, pouring. I am busy. I am busy, but I am not looking for a full bucket. Do you see the difference? I keep working. You may say, how do I work? Don't worry. My prarabdha will inspire me to work. I keep working, but I am not looking for a full bucket. That is the difference. So now what should you do? Come back. Since I will be away for 1 month, take it very seriously. Take it seriously. Every day, please get up. Even though it is winter, now the day is becoming, it's like going down. Sunrise is earlier. As it goes down, you have to count 1 hour and 36 minutes. Let's say 1 hour and 30 minutes. Take it seriously. It's not just you listen, you understand. Take it seriously. Make a point. Tomorrow, everybody has to get up. Whoever is sitting here, whoever is listening to it. Make a point. You have to get up. Even if you sleep late or whatever, you put your alarm, set your alarm, get up. After getting up, at Brahma Muhurta time, see, it's very easy to say, look at the full self. You will not see look at full self unless you have got discipline. So, get up and get ready. Get ready. And the first thing, even if you go to school, college or whatever, it's a holiday or job, first thing after you get ready, go to a place where you sit regularly, your room. Don't randomly sit here and there. If it is your own home, make a specific arrangement of one location for yourself. Keep one asana for yourself. Because the asana means a mat. Sit. Don't sit on the ground. Ground has got a different energy. It will suck everything. So put something, sit on that. Keep it for yourself, because it absorbs that energy that you do, and you will be connected to that. So put one asana, sit on the ground, don't sit on the bed. Because bed, remember, never do meditation in bed. Sitting in bed or doing something in bed, no, it doesn't work. The reason is, how many hours you are sleeping? 7 hours, 8 hours. And that is the time your subconscious unfolds. Tamo guna is predominant in bed. So it doesn't work. Come out of bed, clean place, just sit down, make habit. Tomorrow you must do. When you sit down, first thing, you do Achamaniyam, whatever. If you don't know, don't bother. Just do breathing exercise. To start with, inhale through left, that's called single nostril breathing. Inhale through left, exhale through right. Inhale through right, exhale through right. Single. After some time, few rounds, inhale through left, exhale through right. Inhale through right, exhale through left. Alternate breathing. You do it. After that, you can go for retention. Inhale, then retain. Retain means close your nostrils. Retain your breath and exhale through right. Then you do same way. Few rounds you do. And if you can do Kapalabhati, that's very good. You know, the Saturn effect gets neutralized by Kapalabhati. But at least start with this inhalation. And when you hold your nostrils, hold your breath, just see, you are not in a beautiful state where you are not thinking anything. Just holding your breath, you can't think. Just enjoy the quietude. Few times you practice, and just till you feel, each person is different, how it works for you. The effect is, all of a sudden you see the calmness. Till you feel that, keep doing. Your mind has become calm. Your body has become calm. Your energy is now aligned, beautifully aligned, very productive. And then close your eyes. That is the time you must close your eyes. Don't get up. After you align your prana shakti, don't get up to do physical things. Sit down. Either you can chant some mantra mentally, Om Shivaya Namaha, whichever you are used to, chant that. After chanting few times, again depending on your availability of time, gradually you should grow more in that area. To start with, simplest. Do some mantras, close your eyes. After that, you must do this exercise, mental exercise. Look at yourself, means closing your eyes, you see, you feel your presence. You don't have to see anything to feel that you are alive, you are present. You feel your presence. And then do this mental exercise. Khandi is called installing a program in your mind. Program. The program day by day will find its ground, root within you. And the program will connect you to your own self. Then you will feel rooted, well rooted. What is that programming? Programming is that, let's say today, yesterday was very difficult time, and somebody was not happy with you, somebody told you off, and you are today morning, your mind is, let's say, yesterday certain things will surface, prominent things, something which didn't make you feel good. That person commented, said something to me. I didn't like it. I don't like that person. Why did he say like this to me? Like battling happening, just say distance. That anything, like the person said, you are slow. Let's say, you are too slow. You are not doing a good job. I'm not doing a good job. I'm not doing a good job. I'm too slow. And I'm reacting to it continuously. Make this exercise within. I'm that full self. I'm not slow. Dissociate. Dissociate consciously. That's called programming. Dissociate yourself from that notion with which you are fighting now. I'm slow. I'm slow. I'm not doing enough work. I should be doing something. Why I'm struggling? I'm a struggling self. Dissociate. That struggling from yourself. Yes, I seem to be struggling. I seem to be slow. But that slowness has nothing to do with me. Do that. Each individual has got a different notion that you know for yourself which you are struggling. I'm slow in making decision. That is continuously bothering me. Why can't I make a decision? I can't make a decision. I'm not confident. I'm repeating. Just dissociate. I see, yes, there is no confidence to make a quick decision. That's different from me. That has nothing to do with me. Okay, I need to be doing a bit more organized, fast. That's not happening. Dissociate that from you. That's not happening. Never mind. That's not me. I'm fine. I'm that's like full bucket. I am fine. Purna. I'm complete. I am perfectly alright. I'm a perfect person. I am perfect. I repeat that seriously. I am perfect. I am perfect. I am perfect. I am perfect. I am perfectly alright. I am acceptable. I am calm. I am full. Once you install that program, you see the magic. Then you come out, do whatever routine. Suppose you have to do some prayer or other things. Even while driving, you can do it. But this is must. If this is not done, you go on repeating prayer, puja. The prayer, puja becomes mechanical, nothing happens to you. Empty bucket. Oh, I have to do something. No. First you do this and then get involved with your activities. There are certain things you have to do. Continue. What will happen? Trust me. Once you fill up whole day, it will be a different day. And the reaction, mechanically doing things, you may say, oh, what will happen is, let's say I'm not confident to make decision. If you maintain this, your confidence will come back. It's not that how quickly I make too many decisions. No. I'm confident, see this point. I'm not too fast to make too many decisions, but I am stable and confident to make right decision, not too many decisions. And the right thing at that moment will surface within you. What is the right thing to do? Just do that. During the day also, so many things will happen. When so many are getting married, let's say, marriage will happen. Again, something, yes, you get married. But again, you have to work. Because there are many chances. Trust me, there will be many occasions, again, which will allow to lose your own center. Suddenly, in few months of time, years' time, you lose your ground. You lose your center. When you lose, out of desperation, you would like to move out of that relationship. Come out of that relationship. It's bound to happen. So again, come back to practice this from beginning. Before tornado comes, before cyclone comes, before anything happens, find your own center. So that you practice every day without fail. You see the difference in your life. The energy that you get, the mood that flows, continues, everything will be fine. And this way, you are more connected to Surya. Surya Dakshinayana begins by this Atma is like Surya, which illumines everything. And you are connected to that. Once you are connected to that, things will flow through you. Things may not be perfect outside, but you can see you will have the stamina to keep doing, not to make anything perfect, because I am perfect. Why would I fill up my bucket to make it full? So I am not working for perfection. I am just working. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.